Hi everyone, in today's video I'll be showing you how I make this candy themed jewelry box from cold porcelain clay and resin. I first start by making the heart shape box from resin. I take resin and hardener in a 2:1 ratio and mix it according to the package's instructions. After mixing it for 3 minutes, I add pink food color and white pigment to it to make it opaque. And then continue mixing till all the color is mixed thoroughly. I finally pour all this into molds and let it sit for 12 hours. Once all this is dry, I take the box out of the molds and use a mixture of acrylic wall putty, acrylic paint and plaster to make the frosting. I then proceed to make the doll by first making the legs and shaping the feet. I then flatten some white clay and make socks for both feet. For the shoes, I cut out a fat horseshoe shape and stick it onto the foot. I then add the soles to the feet and the back of the shoes. I take thin strips and add it to the shoe as well. I also use my clay tool to add detailing to the shoes and the socks. I then assemble the legs and add layers of frills for the dress in varying shades of pink. I also add in a bow to the skirt part of the dress. I use my zigzag scissors to make frills. I then stick on a flesh block of clay for the top half of the body. I cut out a light pink shade for the blouse and add more detailing like frills to it. I also add in straps for the doll. I then proceed to make hands by rolling out sausages of clay and flattening out the ends. I then make slits for the fingers and shape it using various tools to make it look more like fingers. I then attach the neck and head by using an aluminum wire. Before adding in the hair, I stick the doll in place by first adding in clay to the top of the box, and then I stick on the doll. For the hair, I first roll out a long shape of clay and flatten it and add detailing with my clay knife tool. I then roll it around and stick it onto the head, starting from the bottom and going all around. I continue like this till I come to the front and add smaller pieces for the bangs. I also add trimmings to the sides of the box using my zigzag scissors. I also use a dotting tool to make it look more like lace. I then stick a thin roll of pink clay all around. I also add in some previously made candy pieces to the box. I then begin by painting the face and glaze the whole box once it's dry. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more such content.